It's me. See? It's you.
Whoa!
So you've chased me all the way in here now.
Finally! Today we are reacting to episode 19 and 20 of Code Geass Season 2. I say this every single episode that I'm super excited to jump into these episodes, but today I am especially and extra excited because of that cliffhanger that we left off on. What happened to Nonali and what will happen to Rolo?
She can't be dead.
That can't be it for her. It can't be. I mean, I know this is the second season and there's only so many episodes left.
I don't even want to watch it. Just turn it off.
Yeah, let's just turn it off.
Let's just stop it here.
Well, no, this is actually a crazy place to stop. Well, it's like
I just don't want to know.
Schrodinger's cat right now.
I just
Schrodinger's Nonali
yeah,
right now.
I just don't want to know. So I'll just say, oh, like you watched season 2? I'm like, oh yeah, only till 19 though. Because I didn't want to like solidify what happened to Nonali. I didn't want to know. So don't tell me.
Alas, we must find out her fate, whether we're ready for it or not.
I don't want to. Genuinely. It's not. There's no way. There's no way.
We'll see.
No.
We will see. So let's just jump into our first reaction. Our reaction of episode 19, turn 19, Betrayal. As always, if you'd like to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of these reactions and all of our previous reactions, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/volume1pod. You can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. It matters. It helps. We wouldn't be able to do all the things we do without the help of our Patreon and YouTube members. So your support would mean the world to us if you're willing and able to support in that way. But for now, on to the reaction.
There was a giant explosion in the Tokyo settlement. Your Majesty, should we remain here at Kamina Island?
Let Schneisel handle
Charles?
insane affairs.
At least 10 million inhabitants are believed dead from the initial impact.
No
of the
way.
blast.
Secondary damages might have caused 25 million more casualties.
What?
All rescue facilities were wiped
It's
out.
just
so we
not
can't
real.
bring in
It
the
can't be
wounded.
real.
Tokyo settlement is no more.
How could this have happened?
How could this happen? You were telling him to do it.
Yeah, you literally were in that moment.
I did this?
You were egging that man on.
Blast radius.
Screw you,
This
Nina.
has gone beyond war.
Toto, it's me.
Zero, we can't
I'm
remain.
Could I talk to
fucked up.
Nonali?
Tokyo settlement. Search for Nonali.
Wait a minute, we've lost Asahina.
You think I care about that?
Find Nonali now! That's an order! All forces search for Nonali!
He's done. He's cooked.
What's happened to Zero?
He's cooked.
Bro, got on a ship or something. She flew to safety.
Rolo has her for sure. He has to.
Ogi.
Chiusa.
Fucking kills him again.
That's far enough, Miss Fugitive.
Let her go.
I thought it was Valletta who'd escaped.
So it's you, newsman and turncoat.
Is Zero behind this? You should have shown a little more trust in me. Aim for her legs. I want her taken alive.
Damn.
Attention! We are carrying a Britannian special envoy on an urgent diplomatic mission. We have no hostile intentions.
You're not saying, was that craft cleared to land here through official channels?
Oi.
Hi.
Nice.
Attention all forces! Fall back to Makhali
Oh
and
my
reform our
God.
battle line. All forces, fall back now!
Toto! I told you to search for Nonali!
Yeah, he's not listening to you anymore.
As long as
Bro.
my brother is safe.
Then we will have another chance.
Why have they called a temporary ceasefire? What are the Britannians up to? Why did Bismarck withdraw?
We're trying to find that out.
Hang in there, big brother.
Bro. Rolo,
Big brother,
your days are
here we
numbered. I would be a little bit more
Fine,
scared
just
if I
the
were
two of
you.
us, haven't we?
But he didn't end up doing anything.
I know, but, you know.
Jeremiah,
The intention?
please give my brother some time right now. You can talk to him later. Yeah, right. It may not mean much of anything. After all, I'm here with him.
What are you doing with this? It's Nonali's! I wanted to give this locket to Nonali, not to you! To Nonali! You think you could ever replace Nonali in my heart? You're an imposter!
Oh,
Damn.
Haven't you figured it out yet? I hate you. I loathe you. I despise you. I've been trying to kill you, but I just keep missing the chance.
brother?
He's letting it all out.
Yeah, he's done.
Never want to see your face again.
Strategies and mind games out the window.
But I'm the one who built the Flaya warhead.
Oh, womp womp.
Lives are gone.
Bro, you knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Bro, it's between Rolo and her. I don't know who I hate more, and I think I do know. And it's Lena.
It is.
Fuck Nina.
It's no use.
Rakshata?
There's no
I don't think I've ever seen her
Don't
sit.
have any choice then. We'll have to meet Prince Schneisel without Zero.
But Zero's our leader, after all. Should we be making decisions without him?
It was a massacre. They killed everyone, including women and children. Kinoshita said it was Zero's orders.
Why didn't you take Schneisel captive? We could have avenged Asahina. He only has one nightmare guarding him.
Because they came equipped with a massive Flaya warhead.
Flaya?
Like the one that just destroyed the Tokyo settlement. It's a new weapon. If they unleash it, it will kill us and Zero in a heartbeat.
So our best option is to meet with him and find out. Then the negotiators will be myself, Chiba, Detard, as well as...
Forget it! I can't find Ogi anywhere! Damn it! Where'd that fool go, huh?
Colin! Thank goodness you're back in one piece.
Sorry to worry you. I'm okay. Where's Zero?
I heard he's in his quarters. There's a rumor that he was wounded.
His heart was wounded.
Lady Nanali, I pray you're still alive, fervently.
That's all. Everything I saw and heard at the order.
Thank you, Cornelia. With this information, I can...
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, sorry. We've had our hands full with the 10 million dead people you slaughtered.
We discussed this already. You can't be here for this.
Why not? I'm the Black Knight's interior custodian minister. So I can sit in for my bud Ogi and fill him in later.
Shinichiro Tamaki. As Zero's oldest comrade, you were the brave veteran of many historic battles.
Ha! You all know about me, huh?
Tamaki, please.
You rescued me a long time ago, didn't you? Very courageous. I came here to thank you for that honorable act. You and I share a rather odd connection, don't you think? I suppose it's fate that we became enemies in the end. I'll take my leave now, sir. I must search for Lady Nanali.
Nanali's dead. She's gone.
Survivors are directed to register in order.
She literally can't be.
Give your name, age, address, and blood type. To minimize disorder, please.
Oh, Press, just tell me you're alive.
Yes, I am. I'm alive.
Thank goodness.
You can say that again.
Now that I think of it, I never finished my match with Zero, did I?
Zero won't be attending. Not until we have the details of the proposal.
Of course, I didn't expect him to show up. He's not the type who consults with others. No, he keeps things to himself and holds people at a distance.
Here we go.
That's strange. You talk about him as if you know him intimately.
More than any of you do. Zero is our younger brother.
Oh, he just doxed him. He just doxed him.
He is the former 11th Royal Prince of the Holy Britannian Empire, Lelouch v. Britannia. The man whom I both loved and feared more than any other.
Impossible.
You're telling us that Zero's a Britannian prince?
Detard, please. In all this time, you never figured that out? Even with all the information you were getting from Jeremiah and Valletta?
You're wasting your time. You can't cause chaos here by spreading these irrelevant stories. It's not
I mean,
Zero's lineage that matters, but rather his efforts
I think
and the
he knew.
miracles that he's
Yeah.
performed for us.
But what if all those
Or is not
miracles he performed
really
were
surprised.
actually tricks? Zero possesses a special power. It is known as
Oh,
Geass.
he's putting it all
going
out
for the
there.
whole
Absolute
thing.
power to compel anyone
He's
to
throwing him
obey.
all the way under the bus.
Extreme hypnosis.
Are you trying to diss my man Zero?
That's me. That's me.
Britannian, but a prince with Geass power. Where's the proof of all this bull, huh?
I have the proof.
Ogie.
Ogie, no!
All true. Zero is a former Britannian prince named Lelouch. He controls people with his Geass power.
Well, he's tricking people. He's making them do things
Zero's
against
been
their
tricking us all
will.
along.
Okay, well, that's a great ability to have a stripper on your team.
It's still fucked up.
It doesn't erase a single thing that he's done for us. And if he really does have this Geass power, then doesn't that just help us? It's another
Detard
weapon
gets
to
it.
use in our
Detard
fight
gets it.
Yes,
He is the media.
Makes sense if he only used it against our enemies.
What? Are you saying he used it on us?
Of course. He used Geass to control his own sister, Euphemia.
You're lying! Zero's a knight for justice. He
That was
would
a
never
mistake,
do
though.
something
We
like-
have evidence.
Did you use your Geass power on
Oh.
Be honest. Yes. You caused her to massacre the
Brought the
Japanese.
receipts.
I ordered her to do it.
Then that whole bloodbath was...
Yuffie was just a girl. Zero was in control.
So Zero slaughtered our people for his own ambitions?
Yeah, that recording is fake!
These are people and incidents that we suspect he manipulated with his Geass.
A whole fucking book.
Yeah. A dossier.
Major General Katase.
Oh, that's right. He did literally blow them up.
Who?
Like people that were working for the Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Believe it.
Clovis.
First victim.
That explains why Gauhai changed.
His Geass might be controlling even me now. There's no way to be certain about
Okay,
Shut
calm
the
down.
fuck up.
it. It is a terrifying prospect.
You mean...
Terrifying.
There's one more thing. We notified Zero about the Flea warhead before the battle. We wanted to avoid using it. It's still in the Lancelot's communications record.
I mean, I gotta give it to him. They're good.
He never told us anything about that.
We can't trust Commander Zero.
I wanted to put my trust in Zero. I wanted to believe in him. But we mean nothing to him. We're just pawns.
Treating us like chumps? Damn! How could he do this to us? Ah!
Everyone. Zero is my brother. Will you please hand him over to me for justice?
On one condition.
Ogi! You think you're in a position to bargain over this?
Wait, let's hear it.
Our Japan. Return it. We're betraying our comrade, so at least we deserve to regain
Bro, why
Japan.
wouldn't you?
Otherwise, I could
I'll wait.
never forgive myself.
Just say whatever you gotta say. Don't agree to anything. Like,
right.
Master, please take off your clothes.
And talk to Zero just to see.
Right.
Are you hurting somewhere? If it's someplace you can't reach, I can help.
Zero, are you there?
Oh, my perverted mind.
Is that Colin?
She said somewhere you can't reach, and he was like, "Yeah,
Ogi
you know,
asked me to
my
bring you to
heart." And I was like,
Why
You're
there?
crazy.
Master, please take off your clothes. I'll do the best I can, I promise.
"Okay."
What the hell have you two been doing in here? Well, I've been rotting in a cell.
No, you've got it wrong. She was... C2 lost her memory. It happened because of me. So the C2 you knew is gone now, erased, and it's my fault.
Her mind was erased. C2's gone. And Nonali's been
yes.
killed.
Yeah,
That
for
means
real.
Lelouch is now...
Colin, it's good you made it back. I'm sorry it took so long to get you out.
Lelouch, listen. When I was imprisoned, I happened to talk to Nonali. She stood up for me and she saved me.
I see.
Look, I'm not sure what to say at a time like this, but when I lost my brother, I...
He doesn't give a fuck now, though. Like, he's really not going to try to fight if Nonali's not alive. Like, come on now.
How dare you try to run a con game on us?
Zero, the renowned hero, died in battle before he could triumph.
Is that the script you've written for me, Detard?
Actually, I wanted to film your brilliant campaign and glorious victory over Britannia, but I'm afraid that show's been permanently canceled.
What do I do? The nightmares are beyond my reach, but Ogi
You
and
got
the others
this.
are defenseless. If I
You
can
got
use
this.
my Geass secretly.
Everybody trusted you, Zero. Inoue and Yoshida sacrificed their lives for you.
Wait a minute, this is all one-sided.
You're in the way, Colin! Do you want to die with Zero? Don't tell me he used his Geass on you, too!
I need an answer, Lelouch. What do I mean to you? I have to know. If I could stay with you, I would.
He's like, I love you, Colin. I want to be with you forever.
It's over.
There's always
Answer me,
something.
Lelouch.
Okay.
Fools!
Maybe not the best
Finally
move
figured it out.
to laugh maniacally.
You finally figured it
You
out.
all. That's right. You're all just pawns in my game.
Zero, so you really are.
Oh.
Lelouch, no.
You were my most useful piece, much like a well-played knight. This whole world was the board for the game.
He's doing what he did to Suzaku
Yeah.
all over again.
He has to.
Goodbye then, Lelouch.
Get ready!
Colin, you have to live.
Fire!
That wasn't a command.
Oh.
Are you okay, brother?
Never mind! Open fire! Hit the Shinkido!
Never mind.
Big brother, I'll protect you.
He's really trying to prove himself.
Stop it, Rolo! You've done enough!
Stop it! I fucking hate you.
My master vanished just like in Babel Tower.
Anya, Zero has just escaped. Can you capture him with the Mordred?
I can only destroy it.
God damn! What the fuck?
Huh? How can it move like that?
I won't let them kill you. Using your Geass over such a large area. Rolo, it's way too much. Your heart can't take that much strain.
Attention all units. The Shinkiro has been stolen. Search out and destroy the Shinkiro. I repeat, destroy the Shinkiro.
That's enough, Rolo. I don't want to live anymore.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Because of this.
He is.
Stop doing
All throughout my life, people have used me like a tool.
this, Rolo. Why are you still trying
I was used by the Order.
to save me? You know that
And then you used me, big brother. Yeah, maybe you've been using me for your own ends right from the very start. But only the time I spent with you seemed real.
I was only using...
It was those memories that finally made me human.
using you. Rolo.
That's why I'm not.
No, stop using your Geass like that.
I'm not a tool. I do this of my own free will as a human being.
Not the ending I imagined for Rolo.
Because you're a liar, big brother. It was a lie, wasn't it? What you said about trying to kill me, about hating me and all.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. And you saw right through me, didn't you? Just what I'd expect of my little brother.
That's right. I thought so. 'Cause I know who you really are inside your heart. I know everything about you, big brother.
Yes, you got it right. Your big brother is just a liar.
We cannot locate the
Bye.
Increasing the search area.
Before he dies, he's like, I was going to kill Nonoli. Lelouch was like, you what?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, he's
Oh,
broke.
shit.
He's broke. Oh, he's broke.
Suzaku picks up the mantle of Zero after this.
I've lost everything. This is the result which I've been left with. It's my just punishment. But now, thanks to this, thank you, Rolo. You saved my life for a reason, because there's still a task that's waiting for me out there. Something I have to finish.
Who would have imagined that I would ever happen to use the system here? The Ragnarok connection.
Oh, shit.
So now,
Oh, shit.
the old world shall be destroyed and a new world shall be created in its place.
Charles Z. Britannia, if I am on the road to hell, then I'll take you with me. This is my final mission. I swear it.
Oh, my God.
What, the transmitter? What was that?
That was, he has the code now. So he's going to bring forth Ragnarok, the destruction of the world, which is something I think he's mentioned before, but he hasn't said it in a while.
He has a cannon, though?
It's just his power, the power I think that he is granted with the...
No, I think it's something different.
Maybe you're right. But we know this has been his plan and what he's been moving towards for a while now. Schneisel coming in, on the other hand, and throwing a wrench into everything was also not surprising, but was crazy. And when this episode was called The Betrayal, I should have maybe suspected that it would be Ogi, but I did not expect it when it happened. And I was a little shocked. It makes sense. I get it.
Well, there was already tensions.
There was already. But there was tension between him and everybody. Toto.
That's what I mean. There was tensions between everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Schneisel saw that as a weakness because he already knew. Like in the last episode, he's like, I already know how to play this game. And even you were like, I don't know if you know everything. And I'm like, he literally does it. He's had his receipts ready for this moment when they're at their weakest.
I think he does know.
To turn it against him. To turn it against Zero.
What I meant, though, is that like he doesn't know maybe everything about Geass and about his dad and about what the power his dad has like obtained. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was
potentially.
Saying. And he still could know all that. I don't know. And Lelouch, of course, being heartbroken. I mean, we didn't get the answer one way or another. Obviously, we're meant to believe that Nonoli is dead, but we didn't find out whether she is or isn't in this episode. Seeing him emotionally fucked up is what I expect from him.
Right, but he bounced back pretty quickly.
Quicker than I expected.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a lot more... Yeah, I didn't think they were going to be able to get him out of that room that quickly.
Yeah.
But I guess that with everything happening, he just had to like make a decision.
Yeah.
But I do think that if Rolo didn't step in, he was like ready to die there and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Rolo came in and he was like, fuck.
Hey, Rolo, you saved Lelouch, but honestly, good riddance, bro. You were going to kill Nonoli, and I'm sorry, maybe this is You know, maybe I should be more sensitive, but you were going to kill Nonali. You did kill Shirley. And I get it. You know, you had a hard life. And I do feel for you in that regard. Like, I'm sorry. You were a product of your childhood and how you were raised. And you were dealt a really bad hand. But you played a dirty game.
Yeah.
So, bye. Later. It was funny too because when Lelouch was going off on him and telling him like, I hate you, I've been trying to kill you. I was like, damn. I was taken aback because of just like how blunt he was being. Of course he would be that blunt because of Nonali, him not knowing whether she's alive or dead, assuming that she's dead, a part of him at least. And I was like, damn, it's just so crazy, like seeing him get so emotional and just be so blunt. Because I'm not used to seeing him that way. And then I sat on that for a moment and I was like, actually, he does this all the time. Actually, this is par for the course.
Yeah, but it's like, I think Rollo's like last words were accurate, but inaccurate because Lelouch, like Schneisel said, like definitely strategizes, like, is that a word? Strategizes?
Yeah.
Strategizes. He picks and chooses like who he wants to show, like himself, how he wants to show himself to like specific people. I don't think you get the same Lelouch or the same Zero depending on who he's talking to. Everyone kind of has a different version of him in their head because he portrays that version, and it works to his benefit. Because he tells people what they want to hear most of the time, depending on who he's talking to. And him telling that to Rollo, like, just solidified, like, that he just lies because he was using Rollo this whole time. Just, like, waiting and keeping him around for conveniences like that. Like, oh, I hate you, Rollo, and I've been trying to kill you, but Rollo, go find Nonali. Like, I hate you, Rollo, I want to kill you, but can you just, like, fight this guy off? Like, did you do the mission? Like, did you get Nonali? Like, he uses people when it's convenient to him, and that's not a lie. That's 100% true. But the position he's put himself in, he kind of has to do that.
And I don't blame him for wanting to use someone like Rollo.
No, because it's like...
Rollo's a bad person.
No, it's not even that. He has, like, fucking Geass,
and
so it's
Geass.
super.
That's crazy powerful.
Yeah, super powerful, and it can do his bidding like pretty easily. And then once he was done with him, he was just gonna like toss him away, just like Colin. I mean, like I'm sure if Lelouch was like, "Hey, I know he didn't really want her to like," because in that moment he knew that if I tell her like, "Oh, I've maybe not loved you," I don't know what the relationship is, but he said like, "Oh yeah, I've like respected you as a friend," and like she would have been like, "Okay, I'll stay with you and like die with you here," essentially.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Nah, fuck you. Like I don't give a fuck." She was like, "Okay, I'm gonna leave now." So
I think that was him caring for her, telling her that, like you said, so that she didn't die,
so she can get saved. And yeah, I mean, C2 has got to come back. I don't know how. I don't know what. I mean, Lelouch's mission now that Nonali's like gone, is to like go after the Emperor, which was like his kind of plan in the first place, but it kind of got muddled with like Japan and liberating Japan just to like get to the Emperor. But now he's going straight for him, and I think that Lelouch like might be redeemed in some people's eyes, maybe even Schneisel's eyes, because from what the Emperor's saying is like he's going to destroy the world, or maybe not like completely, but destroy like society and the people within people, like mass murder. So I think everyone is going to have to maybe like team up in order to stop this like horrific incident from occurring. And if Lelouch is able to help in doing that, then maybe he might like catch a break. But I don't know. I mean, no one's going to believe him now in anything he does. He's going to have to fly solo.
Yeah, I totally buy the Black Knights, betraying him or turning against him once they found out the information that Schneisel gave them, because, what Lelouch has been doing has been pretty fucked up. I mean, he's in the grand scheme of things, like, and we've said this before, he is selfish, but he does also want or is trying to change things for the better for a certain group of people who are oppressed, but he has his own motives and reasons for doing that makes it, a more gray sort of thing. But, regardless, like telling somebody, making somebody, commanding somebody to do something against their will without their knowledge is insane, and period. And doing it to your friends.
That's what Detard kind of was implying. He was like, oh, well, that's fine. Like, if he's using it on the enemy. And Shaz was like, yeah, but he's not only using it on the enemy. Or I think maybe Ogi said that. Like, but he's not just using it. He's using it on everyone when it's, like, convenient.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I mean, it really is. And we know that it's fucked up. And we've known that he's been using it, because he's taking care of number one, because he believes that he is the answer, right? Or that he has the answers, that he's the only one who could do it. He thinks that he is the authority and can make these calls because it's going to be for the better, but it's, if I was in their shoes, I would feel incredibly fucking betrayed as well. And I would be like Tamaki, crying. No,
Zero.
No.
You're
so
canceled.
I get it. Yeah.
I understand. I mean, it's like a double-edged sword, I guess, of like how far we've gotten because of all this shit, but also it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's kind of muddy, I guess, but
and he's the protagonist, he's the main character, so in those instances.
But it's like Jeremiah. But like that's where like assumptions are made, right? They like really think, because they don't know his limitations. They don't know he can only use it once on someone, so they're thinking like he's using that shit all the time and being like, you won't remember this conversation every time they fucking talk to him. So they're like, what is real, what is not? Like Jeremiah like betraying, that was Geass, that was not Geass. There's so many things that they could potentially see that are like, oh no, that was Geass, but it actually was someone's free will.
It just,
because Jeremiah was like free will completely. He found out who he was, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna serve you because of Marianne and all that shit.
Right.
But they even said like, that explains why Jeremiah betrayed Britannia, and it's like, no. And also with what's her name, Valletta,
right?
She woke up, got amnesia, and she did her own shit. Like, there's people that are making decisions that aren't only because of Geass. Ogi harboring her and hiding her from Zero and doing all that shit, that wasn't fucking Geass. Like,
right. I get it. I get it, but it is.
I'm saying I'm not defending Zero.
Right.
It's just, it's complicated. It's definitely complicated. And the Euphemia thing, like, that was, Cornelia doesn't even, like, was he gonna say, oh yeah, it was an accident? Like, it's even more fucked up.
No, yeah, he can't. I don't think he can say that.
They're like, wow, all of those lives lost because of him. Like, it was because of him. And also the fucking Flea or whatever.
Yeah.
That
was also because of him, and I don't even think he knows that.
Fucking Nina, like, I can't. So did you not understand the ramifications? You do understand the ramifications because you try to do the same shit at the fucking high school when you're gonna blow yourself up. You knew how powerful that weapon was. You didn't give a fuck then. You still didn't give a fuck when you were telling Suzaku to fucking fire
that's
it.
Like, she's just a dumb character.
And then it happens, and she goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe all those people are." What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
You thought confetti was gonna come out of it? You fucking
built
made
it.
Yeah.
You built it. You saw the fucking damage. You saw that you were fucking testing it. And you saw the damage it could do, and you're telling him to fire it, like, just fucking fire it.
Look, and I get it, okay? She frustrates me. I really don't like her at all, but sure, maybe there is a scenario where she's in the heat of the moment, she's angry, the battle, she's caught up in the battle, and she's saying, fire, and then when the dust settles, she's like, holy fuck, the reality sets in. Sure, but still.
The reality should have set in when you were testing it, when you were making it, when everyone was telling you like, oh yeah, well maybe it's probably not a good idea to fire it because a lot of shit can go down. Even fucking Lloyd is like, I'm a sociopath, but even Lloyd was like, are you sure you want to do that, girl?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? like I have no sympathy for her. I want her out of the fucking show. I hope the worst on her.
Yeah.
I really truly do, because she's an idiot, and I can't. I literally, like, people hate Suzaku. I do not hate Suzaku. I hate fucking Nina to the day I die.
Just
and that's real.
No, I mean, yeah, no, 100%. But I don't want to, go on for too long.
Okay,
but I do want to just say really, really quickly that Rollo's death, I said this at the end of the episode, I didn't imagine this was going to be his death.
Yeah, they really tried to make it like
they really tried to make me feel something.
Yeah, even like it's like hearing music to things, like, I don't know, something human. I think in all of us is when we hear sad music, we're like more inclined to feel like emotional like moments in like movies and TVs and like whatever clips, and that was one of those moments. I was like starting to feel like, oh, and then I was like trying to remember, I'm like, oh, like why do I feel this way? And maybe it was for like how things turned out for him, but because he only knew killing, that's all he was programmed like and taught to do, really and truly. Like, you get to feel bad for you. You feel bad for a certain extent, but it's like, damn, bro, you're heartless because you knew how much Nonali meant to Lelouch, and you wanted to actively kill her. Like, you knew what that would do to your quote unquote big brother, and you didn't give a fuck.
But you said it too, and I think there is a poetry in this. And that he was raised to kill people, and he died saving someone. Like, that is kind of an arc in his own fucked up, weird, twisted way.
His monologue at the end was like, I was always told to do this stuff. I was always ordered to do this stuff by the special intelligence, and now I'm doing this out of my own free will. Like, stealing a fucking nightmare and going against even special intelligence the whole fucking time, lying and saying everything's cool, everything's great, and backing up Zero and backing up Lelouch. Like, that was a big step for him, but he just like really cared for Lelouch so much, because in that like 2 year, maybe like it was like a year, I think, of them being like fake siblings, like, even though Lelouch was like fucking brainwashed and genuinely thought that was his reality, like, Rollo was not brainwashed, and he was like, I actually think this is lit. Like, he was getting fake love from Lelouch, and he was getting the love that he had been giving to Nonali, and he thought genuinely like, oh, this is my sibling, this is the one I love so much, this is the one I'm like living for, is fucking Rollo like switched with Nonali. Like, damn, that must have like really psychologically done a lot of stuff to him, because he had never like felt that love from anyone before, so that's why he was just like ride or die.
Yeah, I really thought that Lelouch was going to snap on him like he did in the beginning of the episode, and that they were going to fight, or Lelouch was going to just straight up take him out.
Right.
But this like this like you said, sad music, and I mean, I didn't hate it, right? But he still because again he's a product of his upbringing and everything, but still he did some pretty fucked up things. He was just brainwashed. He was just lost
in the sauce. In the Big Brother sauce.
Yeah. All right, well, that's gonna do it for our conversation of episode 19. Now let's jump into our next reaction. Our reaction to episode 20, Turn 20, Emperor Dismissed.
No! It was Geass! The power that can twist a man's will!
Whoa.
In the end, it's just the same.
Jesus.
That was crazy.
Oh,
brother!
I understand that it would be this horrible, that so many people would, that it would be a
massacre.
Yeah.
The Flea warhead has proven itself. Britannia can't lose now.
Fuck you, Nina! Love that for Suzaku. Suzaku is sassy and said what needed to be said.
Yeah, I don't want to see your tears, bro.
No.
But he never showed up in the Tokyo settlement, which means he had another objective. His path could have taken him to Shikine Island. No. The ruins on Kamine Island?
Commandant Island.
The materials left behind by Director V2 and our brethren, this location is optimal.
It will synchronize with ancient ruins throughout the world.
With this action, we can make the Sword of Akasha manageable once again.
Aye.
So, you're ready to begin then?
What's the Shinkaro's location?
Sir, we don't know yet.
We have the Britannians assisting us now. As soon as you find it, alert all forces and destroy it.
Yes, sir.
Master is in danger.
It's been ages since we were face to face like this. It's me.
What?
C2, don't tell me that you actually...
I'm so sorry!
Why is she Geassed out right now?
And she had a different voice.
That's Marianne. Marianne took over her body.
What are you doing? Closing yourself up in here again like this. C2.
Who are you?
It's me.
See? It's you.
Whoa!
So you chased me all the way in here now. Are you that worried about Lelouch, Marianne?
Oh, come on. Do you
Finally!
I'm such an ideal mother that's all I think about?
Then why did you come
Oh,
here
she's
for
fucked
me?
up.
I need to know if you're still on my side. C2, why did you seal off your own code just when you had what you wanted? Charles was ready to grant your greatest wish.
Even I don't know why I did it. Actually, I'm a little shocked that I did.
Then you have to find the answer in the real world. I've made up my mind, and that's all there is to it.
How typical of you.
Why is that?
The one who always comes in and messes around with my life.
Because I appreciate
what you did, at least as far as giving me my Geass power.
And you never fulfilled your contract. Wait a minute, there's something I can't leave behind.
So Marianne had a Geass power.
From C2. Confirm, finally!
Someone here to take custody of Zero.
Oh, now we're in it.
What do you plan to do, Valletta? Stay with the Black Knights? Neither my brother nor myself plan to punish you. After all, now that things have moved forward to the next level, I'd say we have no authority to act against you.
Well,
I'm probably the last person to say this, but noble rank isn't everything.
There's no choice. We have to announce that Zero was killed in battle.
Even though we haven't found Lelouch yet?
You want people to believe he's dead?
Pardon me. I understand that Zero has betrayed us and all of that, but do you plan on telling everyone about Geass?
We can't. They'd say we were crazy.
He's
We'd
stressed.
lose all credibility. There's no way.
And what if the real Zero appears later?
How exactly would he prove that he's the real Zero? In the end, the masked hero is merely a symbol. He can't reestablish himself without us.
Oh, really? That's very good news. Excellent.
Yeah, they finally got the cell phones working again, and we got the news that everyone is okay. It was a gigasmic relief. Oh, yeah, your room was destroyed,
Weird
but there's space
choice
in the
of word.
clubhouse.
Gigas.
Student council room, all right?
Mm-hmm. By the way, where's Rolo? Is he with you?
Yeah. Listen, Rivel. Can you tell the press something for me? Tell her I won't be able to keep my promise to shoot off fireworks with everyone.
Huh? What was that supposed to mean?
Damn, there's no getting him back. There's no getting the gang back together.
Colin, take care of C2. I have to kill him even if I die doing it. I'm gambling that I can kill an immortal who never ages and who is immune to the power of Geass.
Preparations are complete, Your Majesty.
So no
Very
chance,
well.
then.
Let us begin.
I feel something shaking.
Oh, really?
So calm.
Oh, really?
I feel something shaking.
Oh, not the
Oh,
penguins.
shit. Oh, shit.
All relic systems are now synchronized.
With this shall end the world of the existing god. Ragnarok has finally begun.
Your Majesty, Prince Schneisel sent a report on the conflict in...
Did I not tell you to leave these mundane affairs to him?
Mundane affairs?
Has the truth finally begun to dawn on you, Schneisel?
Since our studios were lost in the blast, we've set up a temporary studio at Ashford Academy to bring you this emergency news alert. A short while ago, we received official word that Prince Schneisel has signed a ceasefire with the Black Knights. In addition, according to an official announcement, Zero, leader and CEO of the Black Knights, was killed in the final battle. Zero was wounded in the fight for the Tokyo settlement and subsequently received medical treatment aboard the flagship Ikaruga, but he succumbed to his injuries before daybreak this morning.
What's the meaning of this, Oki? Is it true that Zero is dead?
Yeah, I'm afraid it's just as the media's reporting.
Could I at least see his face to confirm it?
Sorry, but we're busy right now, Jeremiah. It'll have to wait till later.
Sorry, no.
Are you serious about this?
The Black Knights don't need Zero anymore. With that despicable Geass power.
I called him my friend, the best friend that I ever had. I love that guy more than my own life.
But then we learn the truth. Think about the Black Rebellion. He was ready to dispose of Ogi then.
What are you up
The
to?
Lush Britannia now commands you. You shall obey my orders!
I mean, he could just go all out now. Fuck it.
Okay, mischievous music.
Lloyd, can you give me an update on the status of the Lancelot?
You know the status. You saw the condition of the core luminous.
No, I'm talking about the Lancelot Albion. Albion? What's that about?
Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned that. It's a custom nightmare built for Suzaku, but in the state of mind you're in, I don't want you going near it.
I could order you to do it.
My unease grows worse and worse.
Suzaku, didn't you say that you had to be prepared not to fire the flare?
Miss Cecile, what's the fundamental purpose of any weapon?
Sir Kurorugi, you want to debate this like a schoolboy?
The point is... Drop it, Suzaku. This isn't like you. Huh? Your Highness.
It's all right. You can relax.
Princess Cornelia! It's been far too long, Your Highness.
Right. Where is Lord Guilford?
Yeah.
Well...
Cornelia, I'm afraid Lord Guilford was caught in the...
He went missing after he launched the Flea warhead.
Guilford?
We may not know if he's alive or dead, but he did a great deed.
I'm the one who fired the Flea warhead. That was my deed of honor. The feat I needed to become the Knight of One. Is this manipulation designed to protect Lord Guilford's legacy? I've been naive up till now.
No, you?
Stubbornly maintaining that the means are more important than the end result. I was idealistic and self-righteous.
Perhaps, but...
In any
Only
case,
took you
I
2
insist on what
seasons.
is due me, Your Highness. Make me the Knight of One.
You've crossed the line into insubordination, Kurorugi.
Anyway, only an Emperor has the power to double warrior the Knight of One, which means...
Which means I shall rise to this.
Huh? Brother!
If I become the Emperor, it will remove the problem. It's really as simple as that.
See, he wants to be the emperor. He's doing all this shit in order to overthrow his dad.
Prince Schneisel, can you please tell us all what has led you to make this decision?
He considers our affairs trivial and mundane. That's how His Majesty referred to our mortal struggle with the Black Knights. You've seen it too, Cornelia. How absorbed Father is with his dangerous research, how he abandons the throne. It's true. He treats diplomacy and war like they were meaningless trifles. A man who's lost interest in this world, who sees his people locked in a life and death struggle and shrugs in indifference, such a man has no right to rule.
He's finally made up his mind, but...
Could it be a coup d'etat?
That's wrong.
Your Highness.
I mean, it's not
as
wrong,
a knight
though.
Of the round, I can arrange
No.
an audience
He
with
literally
the
just explained everything to you, and you're like, that's
Please give me
not
your
okay.
order to assassinate him. Suzaku!
They're loyal to a fault.
If I'm predestined to be a killer, then so be it. What matters are results.
Now then, Your Majesty, as we previously
Okay.
arranged, I'll conduct negotiations with Prime Minister Schneisel in Tokyo.
After all, Zero was your husband.
Losing Master Zero is a terrible
He wasn't,
blow,
though.
it's true. But we can't dwell on that when our nations are in danger. And honestly, I know I called myself his wife, but he and I were just... That is, in the end, we were married, but in heart only.
His Majesty has landed on Kamine Island?
Yes, my lord.
I don't know about that.
Group of subjects.
Survivors of the Geass Order?
Are you serious about sending Suzaku to assassinate your own father?
Gino, the true nature of people is this. They want to be controlled by their nation, their religion, their traditions,
Oh boy.
and by figures of grand authority.
One evil for another evil.
Above all, the Emperor of Britannia must play his part. Did you know that the word authority actually has another meaning?
Was this treason Schneisel's idea?
It was my decision, Majesty. I appreciate your patronage. That cannot be questioned.
Is Suzaku
You
gonna
are guilty
die?
of 2 crimes.
Oh.
First, abandoning your responsibilities as Emperor, and second,
Oh, fuck.
dirtying your hands with the power of Geass.
Is that
Oh,
a
damn.
capital crime?
Geass takes good men and bends them to evil. You also drove Lelouch and Nonnally away. Their despair is in this sword. Die! Lord Waldstein, what are you doing here?
Who could be foolish enough to relax his guard with a man who constantly betrays everyone who trusts him? Bismarck, I leave this mundane matter to you. Yes, Your Majesty, so be it.
Hold on!
Oh! That was cool. That was so cool.
Requesting landing clearance.
Right. Then I'll contact Schneisel's staff as well.
I thought Ogi had finally changed a bit, but no.
His true nature.
What did he get fucked up?
Did Oki beat the shit out of him?
Did I miss something?
No. The Geass command that compels me to live. It's screaming at me to run away. Is the Knight of One really that dangerous an opponent?
He has a Geass power.
That was the source of your strength. Gentleness and compassion are what drove you. Take those away and there's nothing left but violence. You will die here, Suzaku Kururugi.
What are you gonna do, Lelouch, by yourself?
It's the final countdown.
Lelouch v. Britannia. I am the eldest son of Empress Marianne, the prince who was a
Marianne, I don't know, man.
Follow us, the Royal Guard! We'll eliminate all enemies!
Yes, my lord! The reinforcements from the Shikine Island base are attacking us! We're getting reports of our own guards turning on us as well! Where is
Lelouch of the rebellion.
His Majesty is in the safest possible place.
It's my burden!
I know it's because of his Geass or the command, but it's just so funny.
Who is in command aboard the Great Britannia now?
Lady Monica Khrushchevsky, the Honorable Knight of 12.
In that case, I'm taking the Galahad.
You still can't contact the Mordred?
No, my lord. Although I think she's headed for Kamine Island.
I see. That means she must have just received the intelligence and is on her way to His Majesty. Along with Suzaku? No, this is... My apologies, Lady Kaguya. The meeting will have to be postponed. We need to go to Kamine Island at once.
I see. Then we shall go with you as well. There's only one person I can think of who would be attacking the Britannian Emperor in this situation.
I agree, Lady Kaguya.
That changes things. We have a few points to verify before we go on. We can continue the meeting once this matter has been settled.
If anyone wishes to stop me, let them try. If there is anyone who can go beyond my despair.
Anya! Surely you aren't part of this too.
So the Knight of One is behind this traitorous coup d'etat?
Bro. That weapon is so crazy.
How can I trust you?
The enemy is from Shikine Island. Monica can testify to it.
I understand now. Forgive me, Lord Bismarck.
All I ask of you is your recognition.
My air combat nobility is dropping, but perhaps I can intercept the rebel forces on the ground.
Is she still Marianne?
You're quite the actress, aren't you?
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't have time to explain things to Bismarck right now.
Oh, damn. Whoa, are those bodies?
God, hear me now. The time has come to settle this.
You're wrong. You lift your voice to call upon God, but it's not God you need to settle things with, Charles Z. Britannia.
It's me.
It's me, your son.
And how will you challenge me? Neither gun nor sword will have any effect on me, nor will the power of your Geass. Nothing you can do can kill me.
But I don't need to kill you. By coming to this parallel realm, you've already ensured my victory.
Oh shit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Gonna trap both of them in there.
You sealed the exit?
Smart. I mean, it's smart.
Geass are now sealed in this space together. And if you can no longer interfere with the real world, then all your plans will be meaningless in the end. You may as well be dead.
Lelouch!
This system which you created has become a prison which now holds your own soul captive. Let us repent, suffering together for all eternity.
That was cool. That was smart. Okay. I was wondering, too, how he was going to defeat him. What he was going to even be able to do. Like he said, it was stacked against him.
Well, that's like, I don't know. Not Eternity 101, but if you can't kill someone and they are eternal beings and you just trap them in something or in a place where they won't die, but they'll just be there forever.
Yeah.
So it's like the same thing as pretty much dying. They can't like interfere with the outside world, like you said.
Yeah. And just to clarify, I do think that, you know, now that we're seeing more of his plan, like obviously Charles had to obtain immortality so that when he did sort of enact Ragnarok, he would be able to live, you know, forever and control and rule this new world.
Right.
And so I think that's why he needed the code from V2 or whatever. But seeing that little bit of Marianne too possess Anya.
Yeah, I wonder what her Geass was. I have like my theory is that she had talked to Anya before, or used her Geass on Anya before, because she knew she was going to die. I have a feeling she knew that she was going to get shot up by Charles, somehow, some way. And she's not eternal.
No, but she
was able to make she was able to. Okay, yeah, it's just like Lelouch. C2 made a contract with Marion. Marion then used her Geass power, whatever that was, on Anya. And even Anya said in this episode, like, oh, is it that time now? Like, I think this was like a long waiting game in order for when this was inevitably going to happen. And she used it on Anya, maybe like, I don't know, like it was like a possession, because her mind is like in Anya's body now.
Right.
So I don't know what her power was, but she knew for sure she was going to die. She used it on Anya before as like a failsafe. And now she is Anya. It might wear off once like she does whatever she's going to do, like saves Lelouch or whatever.
I mean, it could be a thing too where, and I'm just really speculating here, where Marion like somehow isn't dead. Like her Geass ability is to transfer her consciousness maybe from like person to person to person. So, maybe she was able to, at that moment she got shot, transfer her consciousness. And maybe the way to really take her out is to make sure you take that person out with her consciousness before it can like leave or find another host. That's just an idea, because like otherwise,
but that would only be
effectively immortal.
That would only be able to work if it was like, if they already knew that it worked like that when she died.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how would they know that? Like,
no,
how would they
didn't know that. That's why she was able to escape. And
I don't think she's immortal.
But that's the thing. I'm not saying I think she's immortal. I'm saying I think that's what her Geass ability is. I could be way off. I'm just speculating. I'm just thinking. I think it'd be kind of cool. But either way, she is fully, like you said, has fully possessed Anya's body. She is Marion. And she was saying things that made, I think, both of us feel like she is not the person that Lelouch has made her out to be, or who maybe we've been led to believe she kind of is.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Lelouch wanted to know why she died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And people had talked about her before, and she was like a person who was able to pilot like a nightmare, and that was like what she did. I don't think they see her as like an angel, but it's just like when someone dies like that, it's like, why? Like, what was the reason?
Right.
You know? Because then that's when it made Lelouch's like life so much harder, because no one was giving him answers, and he was like, okay, then like, fuck this. Like,
yeah. So it could be a situation then. I mean, I want to go back to, and I always think about why they call Lelouch an abomination. Maybe because, Charles had Geass, and obviously now we know Marion had a Geass, which we already kind of knew from, but now we find out it's from C2. So maybe like two Geass users had a baby, and that's why he's an abomination.
Potentially, maybe, yeah, maybe, because I think that Charles had it for a very long time,
right?
And Marion, I think, then met C2 at some point when she was older, and then got it, and maybe.
Well, didn't we see them all when they were young in a flashback?
Not young. We saw Charles and his brother when they were young, but we saw Charles when he was like younger. I mean, he was still an adult, and Marion was still an adult.
I'm just glad we finally got like something, and she has appeared in some way. I don't know what this means for Anya, if she has taken over her body at multiple points
indefinitely
throughout
now
her life. Yeah,
I think it was like
gone.
I think it was like a blocked thing until it was absolutely necessary for Marion to get like involved and take over her body completely.
Yeah, because we know that somehow Marion has been able to do this outside of Anya or without Anya, because C2 is like talking to somebody throughout.
That's
the first
right.
Seasons.
That's true, and it leads me to believe that like maybe it's like a reincarnation Geass. Because Anya is younger than Lelouch, and we were even questioning like, how would she have a photo? Like she was like a year old taking photo of Lelouch like with her little diary thing. Like it was just really confusing, and maybe the diary thing was to keep tabs on Lelouch, and she didn't know why she was doing it, and like Marianne would go in and out of her body.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like maybe she's just been using her as like a vessel the entire time. Like again, like you said, like transferring her consciousness before she knew her inevitable death was going to happen. Like maybe when she made the contract and Charles saw how powerful her Geass was, he was like, "Oh, I need to take her out."
Yeah, for sure.
Because she's going to be pose a threat to like what I'm going to do in the future.
Yeah, because before I thought it was that like Marianne was,
and that's why I wanted
Charles.
C2 because he didn't want any more people getting the power.
I think that's a huge part of it. And I still don't know what her plan was entirely. It could have been to take Charles out for her own reasons so she could do what Charles was doing. Maybe because she didn't want anybody to do what Charles was doing. I don't know. But Schneisel, on the other hand, finally at least being open, being honest, about wanting to take his dad's place.
Yeah,
not super surprising. This is something we saw coming for sure. But
no, and I think that he is just like, again, like fucking Lelouch, like, and his fucking dad. Like he's saying anything he can to like get people on his side of like overtaking the emperor. Like anything that comes out of Schneidel's mouth, I do not fucking believe. Like he's like, he abandoned his post as an emperor. Like you guys, like he did the same thing with the fucking Black Knights. He's doing the same thing with everyone in his like inner circle of like, I probably should be the emperor.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? You're right. And he's like, I know. But he has his own motives. Like, that's his motive, is to become the emperor. And now that they're trapped, I think he is going to be the fucking emperor.
I mean, I think he just might be. And that would suck for the world.
Well, he might go fucking, like, he might go fucking wild right now. He's like, oh, I'm the emperor. Okay, I'm doing this. So you're not getting your fucking Japan back. You're not getting this.
Yeah, I mean, he already
and then everyone's going to be like,
I mean, he didn't say that. But
no, but
he said people like to be told what to do. People like
before that. Remember the podcast was like one exception if we do.
Oh no, but he would definitely take that away in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he could be like, oh yeah, for sure I will. And then now that he's like has ultimate power, he's like, oh, I do not give a fuck.
Yeah, no, he doesn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm curious to see. Like, I want him to show his true colors because he's been playing this game and been like trying to show, just like Lelouch, like trying to show everyone a certain version of him. Nina, like manipulating Nina and like, oh my god, you're so special, oh my god, you're amazing, you're so smart, into creating this device that maybe she wouldn't have even, she was like, looking into it and she did want to experiment with that type of like power, but
she was and that's
even what's his name, Lloyd was like, I don't know, this is a good idea, and Charles was like, no, pushing her to do it, like dressing her up in a dress, taking her to a party, like he played that girl so bad to get that fucking nuke like created.
He has been emotionally manipulating her for sure, but let's not forget, because I know that there are going to be people who say like, the reason Nina's feeling the way she's feeling is because of that, right? That he really did kind of groom her to make this thing for him and emotionally manipulated her. But let's not forget, like you just mentioned, she was doing this shit on her own.
No, she was, but that was the push that she needed.
Right.
I mean, she was being, I guess, like, she thought that everyone in the student council was like, oh, fucking dumb Nina. Like, no one was bullying her. Everyone thought of her as a fucking friend and was there for her. And then she just was like, oh, fuck you guys. Like, you guys aren't as smart as me. Like, Schneider was telling me that I'm the smartest bitch in the fucking world and you guys aren't shit. Like, that's where her downfall was. And she's having to, like, pay with the consequences. And I have, like, again, no sympathy for her. I'm so glad Suzaku did not try to fucking, like, calm her down or like talk her down. Like he's like, oh no, you're literally standing in the rubble of like what you created and what you did. And even though I fired it, it still was created by you.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. And Suzaku too, like if he didn't have the live thing, he would have died a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
And
that was a crazy fight between him and the Knight of One.
Right. I
That
don't
was
really
cool.
know what his power is though.
I don't know either. I don't even know if he's really shown it yet. We see it glowing through his eye,
but when it's glowing, isn't that
maybe it's activating? But
used
does he have to make contact? Does he have to actually like open his eye? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have to open his eye. But I thought
that would be interesting.
But that's just kind of cool. That's like a kind of Kim Pachi from Bleach kind of thing, where he's got the eye patch on because it's essentially like dulling his power a bit to make fighting more interesting for him. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a kind of cool version of that.
It's kind of like Kakashi.
Or Kakashi, sure.
What is Kakashi again? Why does he have it?
Do you want me to spoil Naruto for you right now?
I think I know. It's the shit I guess I won't spoil it for you guys. I
mean, everybody's seen Naruto, not everybody.
And it's literally like the most iconic. Like, I know like 4 things about Naruto, and that's one of them.
But there's a lot of stuff about his eye that you don't know.
But like what? Okay, anyway, we're not talking about fucking Naruto right now. But yeah, a lot of things in this episode. They're really pushing the, the fucking princess in him. Like she really built the shit up in her head. Like
that's her.
It's just funny though. Yeah. She's like married in heart. Like girl. Yeah,
still no confirmation either way about Nonali too. So hopefully
I feel like she's gonna come back in like the last fucking episode,
bro. Unless we're crazy
and the Emperor
and we're coping hard as fuck right now.
And the Emperor has something else up his fucking sleeve.
Of course he does.
I'm telling you, Lelouch's like, I got you, and he's gonna be like, ha, ha, ha. Lelouch, you didn't think I would not think of this, Lelouch shooter. And he's gonna be like, fuck, and he's like, they're still gonna enact like my plan, like for sure. He's gonna be like, fuck, we gotta get out of here or something. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we're on episode, what was that? That was 20. I think I could be wrong, but I think we still got like 4 or 5 episodes left to go.
26 episodes.
Okay, yeah. So we got like 6 episodes. There's some shit is gonna go down. And I really do feel that too. I really feel like we're in the end game now. Things have been really ramping up. It's getting crazier and crazier. These have been 2 amazing episodes. And I can't wait. I can't wait for next week when we react to the next 2. This is a highlight of our week, getting to sit down and watch these episodes with you guys. That's going to do it for our conversation, our reaction on these 2 episodes. I'm sure, we forgot some things or didn't get to touch on everything. But if you enjoy these reactions, these conversations, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed already. What did you do? Oh, my God.
But I was going to do a heart, but I went, don't subscribe.
No. Put the heart together and like the video. Like the video. That really does help. And leave your comments on these 2 episodes, your thoughts, your feelings on these 2 episodes in the comment section down below. No spoilers, please. And yeah, if you want to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of these reactions and all our reactions, then all you got to do is go to patreon.com/volume1pod. You can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. And speaking of our Patreon members, we'd like to take some time to shout out and thank members of our V1P tier. So huge thank you to everyone, no matter how you show your support, but a special thank you to
Trip Hazard, Wombo, David Ramirez,
Tyler the Nerdy Bassist, Roland V-Dub, and Quattro. Woo! Huge shout out to everybody. Like I said, no matter how you show your support, the only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro. That's always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is
R.I.P. Rolo? No. What is it? The Friends thing?
Oh, the one where they got trapped
in the thought elevator.
In the thought elevator. That would be a Friends episode.
Trapped in the thought elevator with my dad.
For eternity. Something about Marion.
I don't have anything.
Mommy's home.
Mommy's home. That's good.
Mommy's home?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out, for clicking on this video. And until next time, Mommy's home.
Mommy Marion. Mommy Marion. Mommy Marion. Mommy Marion. Mommy Marion.
She's finally here. Kind of, sort of, I guess. She's here in spirit, maybe literally.
Yeah, I literally.
And season 2's back too, by the way.
Oh yeah, she's back. Thank God.
That, but yeah, thank God.